and welcome to Edo News Today. First, the headlines. Edo Deputy Speaker Maria Oligbi-Edeko resigns amid shift in Assembly majority. Edosco rallies behind Governor Okpebolo's anti-cultism crusade. NMA applauds appointment of new DG, Diaspora Agency. Shaibu's 50 billion naira rights suit dismissed as former Governor Obaseki escapes court battle. Edo Health Insurance Commission marks World Hypertension Day with outreach and enrollments. Edo's youth-led war against human trafficking launched in 50 public schools. The details. Significant leadership shakeup occurred in the Edo State House of Assembly on Monday following the resignation of the Deputy Speaker, Mrs. Maria Oligbi-Edeko. The lawmaker, who represents Esan Northeast 2 constituency, cited the new minority status of her party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP), as a key factor in her decision to step down. The dramatic reversal of political fortune in the 24-member assembly comes on the heels of recent defections that have shifted the balance of power. In the 2023 general elections, PDP secured 15 seats. The All Progressives Congress (APC) won 8, and the Labour Party (LP) claimed 1. However, through successive defections, the APC now holds a commanding majority of 18 seats, while PDP is reduced to just 6. With Oligbi-Edeko's resignation, the Assembly moved swiftly to elect her replacement. Honorable Osanwoyi Atu of Orionwa East constituency (APC) was unanimously chosen as the new Deputy Speaker. Oligbi-Edeko, who had served since June 16, 2023, said her decision was motivated by the need to ensure justice, fairness, and equity for the constituencies. In a rare show of bipartisan unity, lawmakers paid glowing tributes to the outgoing Deputy Speaker. Majority Leader Jonathan Aigbokan, APC Esan West, moved a motion for Oligbi-Edeko to retain all entitlements due to her former office. A motion seconded by Minority Leader Charity Airo-Baruegian, PDP Ovia Northeast 1. Several lawmakers hailed her dedication, integrity, and commitment to public service. Meanwhile, the Edo Civil Society Organization, EDOSCO, staged a peaceful demonstration in Benin City on Monday to express solidarity with Governor Monday Okpebolo's intensified crackdown on cultism. Led by Comrade Omobude Ago, the activists marched to the government house, declaring full support for the administration's ongoing campaign to root out cult-related violence across the state. Addressing government officials, Ago emphasized the group's ongoing public education efforts to ensure residents understand and comply with the state's anti-cultism laws. He also urged the state to adopt a more strategic approach to seizing rather than demolishing properties linked to cult activity. State Commissioner for Information, Paul Ohombamu, and Chief Press Secretary Freddy Tua received the protesters. Ohombamu praised the protest as a model of civic engagement, reaffirming the government's resolve to enforce the law while fast-tracking infrastructure development, including 3 flyover projects underway. With civil society now actively championing the fight, the administration's campaign against cultism is gaining public traction. Continuing, the Edo State branch of the Nigeria Medical Association (NMA) on Sunday, May 18th, commended Governor Okpebolo's appointment of Dr. Loretta Ogboro-Oko as the Director General of the Edo State Diaspora Agency. In a statement signed by Chairman Dr. Eustace Esagele and Secretary Dr. Iluobe Inegbenosu, the NMA hailed the appointment as a significant recognition of the medical profession's contribution to development. The association expressed confidence in Dr. Ogboro-Oko's leadership and pledged to collaborate with the agency to mobilize medical resources from the diaspora to improve healthcare in Edo State. They also congratulated Dr. Godfrey Imuetia and Dr. Andrew Egbedion for receiving the Distinguished Medical Practitioner Award from the Association of Nigerian Medical Practitioners. In another development, a federal high court in Abuja on Monday, May 19th, dismissed the 50 billion naira fundamental rights enforcement suit filed by Philip Shaibu, the impeached former deputy governor of Edo State, against former Governor Godwin Obaseki and other security agencies. The dismissal followed Shaibu's lawyer's application to withdraw the suit, citing an out-of-court settlement. Justice Peter Lifu, however, ruled that since parties had already joined issues in the matter, the proper course was a dismissal rather than a mere withdrawal. The suit had alleged illegal removal from office, withdrawal of security, and attempts to confiscate government vehicles in Shaibu's possession. Though lawyers representing Obaseki and most other defendants were absent, the ruling extinguishes what could have been a high-profile constitutional case. It follows Justice James Omotosho's earlier judgment, reinstating Shaibu as deputy governor, deeming his impeachment illegal. However, that decision was not implemented and Shaibu remains out of office. Furthermore, more than 100 residents in Benin City's New Benin area received free medical services during a special outreach held on Saturday by the Edo State Health Insurance Commission, EDOHIC, to commemorate World Hypertension Day. The outreach targeted elderly, disabled and financially challenged individuals who also benefited from free registration into the state's health insurance scheme. Dr. Stephen Omorogbe, Head of Planning, Research and Statistics at EDOHIC, emphasized the importance of early detection, preventive care, and lifestyle changes in tackling hypertension. Participants were educated on stress management, salt and alcohol reduction, and regular exercise. The agency also highlighted its various insurance plans: bronze 18,000 naira, silver 35,000 naira, gold 68,000 naira, and enhanced 78,000 naira, along with an equity plan funded by state and federal governments for vulnerable groups. Conclusively, in a powerful pivot from victimhood to vigilance, Edo State has launched an ambitious school-based initiative to combat human trafficking through student-led advocacy. Under the School Anti-Trafficking Education and Advocacy Project, STEEP, the Anti-Human Trafficking and Violence Against Persons ATIPVAP Vanguard's Club were inaugurated across 50 public secondary schools. Spearheaded by NAPTIP and the International Center for Migration Policy Development, ICMPD, with support from the Kingdom of the Netherlands, the program aims to educate and empower students as anti-trafficking ambassadors. NAPTIP's Zonal Commander, Sam Ofia, delivered a sobering message to students about traffickers' tactics and the dangers of irregular migration. He highlighted how over 60% of female returnees from Europe and Libya trace their roots to Edo State, often lured with fake promises of jobs or scholarships. ICMPD's Elvis Ederibalo emphasized that the clubs are not symbolic but will equip students to detect, report, and prevent trafficking in their communities. The Ministry of Education pledged to institutionalize the program and expand it nationwide. Students, educators, and lawmakers alike hailed the launch as a watershed moment. At Oredo Girls Secondary School, student leader Excellence Osamuime delivered a moving speech calling on her peers to resist traffickers and choose education. The initiative reflects Edo's renewed determination to dismantle the trafficking networks that have long plagued it and could become a national model if successful.